Question 3. If aliens came to Earth, they would be so much more advanced than us. Listen, I've been watching all science YouTube such as Sabine Hosenfelder, Hank Green, Joe Scott, Anton Pedrov, and still no one that I've watched ever says what I'm about to say, okay? And that frustrates me. Okay, to start off, faster than light travel is impossible. That is a statement. I'm not saying it's false, but I'm just saying, let's look at the facts. First of all, we didn't think creating black holes was possible until CERN proved that we can make them microscopically. Blue LEDs were considered impossible to make, literally. Did you know that? I bet you didn't. I bet you have a blue LED in your room right now, today. All I'm saying is that we don't know what we don't know. Okay, so now to answer the question, I don't think they would be. Us thinking they would be more technologically advanced than us is crazy to me. I'm only saying this because every single science personality says this, that they would be smarter and know more than us. Just because we can't do something doesn't mean the aliens have to be smarter than us to do it. Okay? Think about it. We right now cannot feasibly go to another planet because we don't have rockets that are fast enough. The fastest spacecraft we have travels at around 692,000 kilometers an hour. So it would take 1,500 years to reach 1 light year. The closest star system to us is Alpha Centauri. It's approximately 4.37 light years away. So with our current fastest spacecraft, it would take us 6,360 years to get to Alpha Centauri. That is a crazy oversimplification, but I'm setting myself up for my explanation. So listen. Okay, so it's impossible, right? Firstly, we can go faster than our fastest spacecraft. Humans can. How much faster? Well, about 5 to 11% the speed of light. If our spacecraft could travel at 11% the speed of light, it would take approximately 39.7 years to reach the Alpha Centauri system. Now let's ask ourselves, when the hell was this technology created? The 1960s. So why aren't we using it? Well, because it uses nuclear bombs as its main propellant. So that means we would have to be resistant to its nuclear blasts in order to safely use it. You know who might be resistant to nuclear radiation from the get-go? You got that right. It's aliens. If aliens decide to come to Earth, don't you think there's a high possibility that they would be resistant to radiation? I personally think yes, and not even accounting for the spacecraft. Space itself is full of stuff that wants to kill you. Most of the stuff is radiation and dust. Okay, so we've covered the radiation part. Now let's get to the dust. So if you're traveling at 11% the speed of light, then a speck of dust can blow up your whole ship. Well, firstly, that is false. Okay, it can't blow up your whole ship. Even if it could, we already have plenty of ways to get rid of space dust, even at 11% the speed of light. So, all we have to do is be resistant to radiation and have a government that's willing, and we're basically good to go to other planets. In a universe where there's planets that rain diamonds, I don't think that's impossible. Also, one more gripe. If you say they would definitely be able to wipe us out, well, maybe salt is more deadly to them. Like snails. What if you throw them with salt and they fucking perish? What's stopping them from being that? What's stopping them from being snails? Right? Think about it. Think about it. Question 2. If a tree falls and no one is there to hear it, does it even make a sound? This one is my personal favorite because yes, it would. Because we are not in a universe where things just don't exist when you're not looking at them. Who said that? I did. Go to your science teacher and tell them I did. Okay, this concept is genuinely hard to grasp even for me, and I came up with it on my own. Well, I don't know if someone else came up with it, but for me, I basically decided on all the evidence I got from science and personally got to this conclusion. Anyways, if a tree falls in the forest and no one is there to hear it, does it make a sound? Well, if you saw a tree that had fallen in the future, how do you know if someone was there to hear it in the first place? You don't, but you assume it did, right? You assume it made a sound. Yeah, I obviously know this is a thought experiment, but this is just a classic oversimplification. But this is just a classic overcomplication of science, and I hate it because it makes the person that asks it look so much smarter when he doesn't even know the answer too. This is what I believe though. It's like you're investigating a murder but questioning if someone screamed. Who the fuck cares? The murder happened. Move on, nigga. Also, assuming this theoretical person was actually murdered, are we to assume Bigfoot killed them? Okay, the last one. Question 1. The grandfather paradox. This one gets me going because wow, people are so divided when the answer is so simple, bro. Okay, so the grandfather paradox is as follows, okay? Let's say you have a time machine and you decide to go back in time for some reason because you were a fucking murderer and you want to kill your grandfather. If you successfully kill them, then would that mean that you don't exist? Because you killed the person that would have birthed your mother or father. Well, nerds, let me tell you this. Time is relative and it doesn't matter if you kill your grandfather. It's still in your future and not in your past. So you still exist. What about the other people? Well, what about them? You cannot know or feel how they feel or think. You can simply just kill your grandfather and move on with your life, bro. If you stay in that time period, then he's dead. There's nothing else to it. If you go back, listen to what I'm saying. If you go back, remember time is relative. So if you go back to your future, it will still remain the same because you killed your grandfather in your future and not in your past. So what happens then? Are you saying that there's parallel timelines or multiverses? I don't care. Going from what I've watched and read and from my personal experience, that's my definitive answer. You know, because I hate, bro, science has this thing where it doesn't want to answer its own questions and it pisses me off, bro. Thanks for watching me rant about these. I'm actually very annoyed every time I see one of these questions come up and see a science communicator say, well, we can't say for sure. Then why'd you make the video, nigga? And why is the video framed as you knowing, like, it seems like you already know the solution, bro, when you frame the question, but you don't even provide an answer at the end? Like, nigga, damn.